Business Opportunities Breakfast this morning. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today and learn more about doing business with the City of Knoxville. I sincerely hope and believe you will find this unique event worth your time and beneficial to your business. And happy first day of summer. Before we kick off this event, I would like to thank a number of people who made this event happen. Please join me in applause for our caterer for today's event, Ms. Carolyn Thomas and her team with Soul Elegance Catering. I think we may have to take a nap later after having breakfast, but we'll see. Next, I would like you to join me in thanking the manager of our Small Business and Diversity Outreach Office, Ms. Pamela Cotham. Our Diversity Business Specialist, Luis. I see you way back there in the, where you at, Luis? There you are, over there. Thank you both so much for your efforts to plan, coordinate, and bring us this event, as well as all the work you do all year to encourage DDs to do business with the city. I would be remiss if I did not thank the other members of our purchasing team who are here and available for you to meet and connect with today. We have, I see a couple of them over there, our assistant purchasing agent, James McKeon, is over there. Our contract manager, Heather Whitehead. And at the back, at the entry back there, you probably got to see Carissa Scott, one of our procurement specialists, and Gabe Massey, our procurement technician. So thank you all for everything you do, for being here and supporting me and making me look really good most of the time. Last but not least, thank you to all the staff from our departments and partner agencies and our ETPA Diversity Business Alliance members who are attending or providing presentations to you today. The focus of this event is for us to describe what we plan to buy and when over the next 12 to 18 months so you can prepare to compete for our business opportunities. Through your presence here today, you already have a leg up on your competition, as you will know what we're going to put out to bid and when to be ready to participate in those solicitations. As you came into the event today, you should have seen on the signs there's a QR code. If you will scan that QR code, that will take you to all the presentations you will see today. And then those will also be on our website at www.knoxvilledn.gov/purchasing. And we keep those up there throughout the year so you can refer back to them later, or also so you can share those with the other members of your team when you get back to the office. The way the event will work today is that we will start the first round of presentations about 10 minutes after our opening remarks. Just before 9:20, we will make an announcement signaling departments to begin offering their presentations again. In the interim between presentations, please feel free to visit other booths, network with staff, and with other suppliers who are here. If you're new to this event and you might be unsure where to start, please come find me or Pamela or Luis, and we'll be glad to get you pointed in the right direction. Now, to help us kick off our event, I have the privilege and honor to introduce to you the Honorable Mayor of Knoxville, Ms. India Kincannon.
Thank you so much, Penny. Our purchasing department, we've had a lot of busy times in the last few years, but I would say our purchasing department is one of the busiest parts of the city. And so I want to just thank everybody involved in our purchasing department for doing such a great job. Round of applause again for Penny Owens, our purchasing team. I also want to just extend a special welcome to all of you for being here today at the 14th Annual Business Opportunities Breakfast. This event's been happening for 14 years, and I love the name of this breakfast because my job is to connect people to opportunity. And people includes business people and all the people you employ. And so I'm thrilled that you all are here. How many of you, is this your, have you been here before? Is this your second or more business opportunity breakfast? Okay, thank you for coming back. We hope that this is a fun event. How many of you, is this your first time at the City of Knoxville? Oh, fantastic. Well, welcome. Yeah, round of applause for all the first timers. I hope that this is gonna be, I don't hope, because I know this is going to be an amazing event for you to understand what kinds of bids are coming up, not just with the City of Knoxville, but with our other partners, Public Building Authority, KUB, and CAT, and other entities that spend a lot of money, and we want to spend it with you. So we have many city departments represented here today, and some of our partners that I just mentioned. And one of the things I wanted to just clarify, the city and our partners have a lot of spending power, and we want to spend our money with you. But it's not our money to spend, it's taxpayer dollars. So we have some procurement rules that we have to practice, and that's one of the reasons we're here today, is to help you understand what those rules are and how to navigate them successfully. Because when you are successful, the city is successful because of the people you employ and the money that you give back into our economy and in philanthropic things that you support, which I know many of you are involved on. So typically, the City of Knoxville spends $65 to $75 million a year, which is a lot of money. But thanks to the American Rescue Plan and other federal grants, we have competitively bid out $120 million in products and services in fiscal year 2022. And this year alone, we are on track to competitively bid out $115 million. So in case you didn't catch that, we are spending about 45% more dollars than typical. So that means more business for you, more opportunities for you. So city departments want to spend with you. And I want to ask if anyone here has already been doing business with the City of Knoxville, please raise your hand. All right, thank you. Hopefully by the end of this, we'll have more of those hands raised, because we appreciate your business, and the way you work efficiently and effectively helps our city thrive. So we want to make that process simple, and we want to help match businesses with the city on the right projects so we can buy your products and services. I'm told by our finance director and procurement team that when we shop local, when we support our local businesses, for every dollar we spend, it generates at least $3 in the local economy. So that's why we are so glad you're here today, and we are very committed to supporting small and medium-sized companies. That's an intentional effort here at the city. We are also dedicated to working with businesses owned by minorities, women, service-disabled veterans, and people with disabilities. Last year, 19% of our contracts were with small businesses. 19%, almost a fifth. And nearly 11% were with women-owned businesses, and 4% were with minority-owned businesses. And we hope to keep those numbers growing. So today, the purpose here today is for you to learn from the many departments and partners with the city, find out what kind of contracts are coming up this coming year, ask questions directly to the people who are writing those specs, who are going to be buying those products and services, so you understand what our needs are and can better make a winning bid. You can also learn some valuable tips on how to do business with the city, and our purchasing team can help you understand how you can better position your company to do business with Knoxville and our partners. And as much as I want you to do business with the city, this is also an incredible opportunity to network with your colleagues throughout the region, because you can partner up and bid on opportunities with the City of Knoxville, but you can also form partnerships and support each other as you need different things from different entities, whether that's accounting services or facilities management services or whatever those things are. So use this opportunity to network with each other as well as with partners with the city. So the bottom line is we hope you walk away from today's Business Opportunities Breakfast with a better understanding of our commitment to creating jobs and growing our hometown companies. So let's open some doors for each other. And now I would like to invite you all to, we don't have any further speakers, so please enjoy the rest of your breakfast, and you can now go and start visiting the booths and enjoying the presentations. Thank you very much.
7 minutes maybe. And then if there's any questions about public service and what we do or anything else, you can come find me. My name is Chad Webb. I'm the public service director for the city. This is Ben Buckner. Ben manages our warehouse, and I'll talk a little bit more about what he does as well in this presentation. So, public service, we have about a $47 million budget. About 14 million of that is all solid waste, because we do all the cities, contract out the city's garbage collection and things like that. We have 7 functional areas. Administration, the least important. We don't do anything, right? Neighborhood services, so these are the guys you see going around town picking up brush and leaves. We do street sweeping, right-of-way mowing, things like that. Construction is our largest division. It's 55 people. They do anything from storm drain repair, sidewalk repair, or alley repair, or really I like to say they maintain the city's infrastructure. So engineering will go and write work orders, but all those work orders come to us and we go out and do all the work. Horticulture maintains all the city parks. I didn't hear anybody say they were a mowing or landscaping contractor, but that's a huge part of what we contract out. So we have over $1 million right now in contracts for landscaping or mowing. The city has grown significantly, not necessarily by size, but you think about like Lakeshore Park, Century Landing Park, and these huge areas that we didn't have 10 years ago that we have now. And we have not gotten one single new staff person until this year to help with that. So a lot of that has been getting contracted out. Urban forestry, we do all the tree work in the city of Knoxville. And then facility services, think of every rec center and every fire hall and every gazebo in a park. We maintain all that. So a lot of building materials for roof HVAC material, things like that is what they always do. And then waste resources, that's what I was mentioning earlier. They manage about a $10 million contract with Waste Connections. They also do a bunch of recycling, special events, things like that. That's our work chart. Really hard to see up there, but basically there's 304 people in this department. I did not mention neighborhood codes enforcement. That's actually coming back to public service starting in July. So they have been part of claims review and inspections, but they will be back in our department come July 1. About 90% of our staff is housed out of the Public Works Complex, which is down in near the corner of Middlebrook and Lorraine Street. Ben's warehouse is also down in the back of that complex. We don't put him out in front, we put him way in the back. So now some of our capital projects. This is probably one of the bigger ones we have. If you're a roof HVAC vendor or a contractor, we have one project this year that we're going to try to get done. It's about $600,000 project. At least that's what we estimate and hope it'll come back as. It'll probably be more like $700,000, $800,000 when prices are up. But hopefully it's around $600,000. That is for like EV Davidson rec center. But oftentimes our facility department needs parts as well. When you think of all the compressors and condensers, I mean there's hundreds of HVAC units that we maintain. A little bit on DL, we're just starting that one. EV Davidson Outdoor Knoxville, and potentially part of the LT Ross building is what's on the agenda for 23-24. Fire station maintenance program. This one actually did not get funded last year, but there's still about $600,000 in that fund. So again, you think of your home, every 20 years or so, these fire stations need to be updated because these guys live in there. So this is what this program is designed to do. We will do smaller jobs too, where we're just buying supplies, or maybe we're redoing a kitchen. So we need kitchen cabinets and stoves and ovens, kitchen sinks and things like that. Station 15 off Jacksboro Pike is the one we hope to still get done this year. I mentioned horticulture. Again, probably the biggest thing that we contract out. All of these contracts will be coming up for bid this next year. I-275 and Nashville Highway and the landscaping in Century Landing Park, I think, is out right now, if I'm not mistaken. And then Baker Creek mowing and maintenance, and the Oddfellows will be this fall or winter. So we're always looking for more competition with landscaping and and mowing. So if you know of anybody, please do pass it on. It's a really good opportunity to get some very consistent work. These actually became winter contracts too. So even if there's not mowing, for example, on I-275, we still ask them to go pick up litter on these major thoroughfares. So a lot of them are really appreciative of that because there's not much winter work for horticulture stuff. Tree planting, we do around $40,000 worth of trees. This is to purchase and to plant trees. This one will be bid out probably coming up, maybe more towards the fall. We do all of our tree planting between November and February. So again, it's good winter work for our landscaping. Fencing, we spend a lot of money on fencing. While that says $200,000, I would bet it's at least double, maybe triple that. We try to have $200,000 for what we call safety fencing. We're putting up fencing up under a lot of bridges to keep some of our unhoused populations out from under the bridges. It's been a really good thing. That area is really hard to clean. It makes it unsafe too for not only the people, but even the people that are driving over the top. Seen a few stories of that from other cities. But a fencing contract will be, this one will be bid out too in the summer, probably the end of the summer, maybe early fall. Operating, so again, we have a $47 million budget. And what that does mean is there's a lot of things that we purchase. These that I mentioned here will obviously be bid out. Anything over $25,000 is bid out. So we were awarded $90,000 in capital funds for some downtown horticulture equipment. That's what I mentioned. We actually got some new staff this year to just support downtown and horticulture and maintenance. And then we get more into the operating budget. This is also where Ben comes into play. So Ben manages a warehouse down at our Lorraine Street facility there, and a lot of things he purchases are not fall under that threshold. So instead of our guys needing to go to Home Depot every day, they go see Ben. So Ben's warehouse will have anything. There's a picture of our warehouse. Anything they need, shovels, rakes, eye protection, safety vests. You name it, if it's at your Home Depot, it's most likely in there.
Is it open to the public?
No, it's not open to the public. Open to any city employee, but not open to the public. So it's a really good way if you are selling supplies or something like that to get in with the city that doesn't go through all this purchasing bit. And I think really that question up and slide up. Does anybody have any questions or?
I think they were moving the top out of the break. So now they'll add best closer to the so we're having a great job. But like I say, as we replace buses and new ones have the disc brakes, as opposed to the drum brakes, it's a lot faster, a lot easier. So nothing to do because we do spend a tremendous amount of federal dollars like the Federal Transit Administration gives to the city. We do the feds require us, and we're glad to do so because it's the right thing to do. We have a federal diversity business enterprise law set with the federal dollars. And it's a pretty restricted program because the feds, they define what it's all about. We go after the minority-owned, women-owned, veteran-owned businesses, small businesses who are certified with TDOT's 5 certification. So we welcome all businesses that don't need that certification. We don't know about TDOT.
is a group of community stakeholders. So what I'm finding is really this is kind of where the private sector meets the public sector, right? And so you've got nonprofits and workforce development agencies that are kind of coming together with contractors and developers to try and alleviate some of that burden. So we're tasked with increasing the number of construction workers and contractors in Knoxville. And we do that through partnerships and by trying to look at the landscape that we have in Knoxville. We have a lot of resources in Knoxville. There are a lot of resources being put towards workforce development right now. How do we take those resources and maximize them and make sure we're getting the greatest output out of those resources? The group is rooted in equity, committed to serving low and moderate income individuals. So this originally came to us as a suggestion from the KNAACP. They saw that in East Knoxville and Mechanicsville there was an underrepresentation of construction workers. But construction workers, those are living wage jobs now. You know, those may not have been good jobs 15 years ago, but those are good jobs now. You know, and so the more people that we can get into the trades, the more living wage jobs we're creating for our community. And so we've got three target groups that we're really trying to hone in on and focus on. The first is individuals who are exiting the justice system. The second is young adults who are in high school, who are leaving high school and may not be headed for college, but maybe be interested in trade work. And the third is disengaged young adults. So we're really trying to focus on how do we get living wage jobs for those three different groups. So we meet quarterly. Our next meeting is on August 18th. We had the last three meetings at the Knoxville area League. Next will probably be the Rose Bowl. And if you're interested, my email address is here. I'll also give you one of my cards. But if you're interested in solving a problem, like that's just how this started. Is like this is a problem that's too big for our department to live by ourselves. It's going to take all of us. You know, it's going to take us as a community saying like we need more trades workers. Then this is the place where you can come. It's a really energized group of stakeholders who are just ready to show up and solve a problem. And I would love to join us. Any questions?
Any questions at all? That we talk about specific what you do?
We have a couple of handouts, a couple of programs, if you just want to take them and kind of explain them to the city. We have questions later.
So I have a general question.
And if we ever get out and properties, we used to have commercial buildings and we did contract out and manage
But yeah, so email is the best one, got the phone number. If you're changing to a new building, they promise they're going to be fixed. We'll see.
He's getting us to work, helping you out.